For the love of God, how do I give you money?
Yeah! Just come by the booth. I'll give you an ACH form right there.
These are really great questions, but I was curious for an existing operator who already has the old system, how expensive is it for them to convert over? It sounds like they need special glassware.
Yeah, our systems are actually very expensive, but it has never taken a customer longer than a year to recoup it, and in most airport instances, it is as little as 3 months. So one line costs about $3,000. That's an average. It swings around, but about $3,000 of flavor.
Are there any brands of beer that are not available for the technology?
All brands of beer can be dispensed through our technology. And I didn't finish answering your question. You don't have to buy special glasses. You get to buy special glasses. Because what makes the glass work is a little magnet in the bottom of the cup. It breaks the seal. You have to come by the booth, booth 608, check it out. But you can do stuff on that magnet, like fun facts, or we do a fortune cookie set, we do all kinds of fun magnets. You can also do some fun ones of your own. But what that does, it incentivizes the person to take the magnet, but also incentivizes them to buy more beer. And you've got two things that you're doing in an airport. You've got two types of traveler. You've got a person that is in a hurry, and you've got a person that is stuck there. And we can entertain the one that is stuck there, and we can get the one that's in a hurry in and out in a hurry.
Is there additional infrastructure required in order to be able to use this service model versus a traditional kick?
It is. The infrastructure is almost identical to a faucet-based draft beer system, with the difference that ours is juiced up a little bit. With a faucet-based system, you can really only pour one beer at a time. With a bottoms-up system, you can pour as many beers at a time that you have valves available to do. So you need a back-end system that's a little bit more robust, that can supply the CO2 a little faster and pump the volume of beer that can be made available to the bartenders.
I have a quick question. Thank you for the company is 2008. How has the technology evolved to 2023?
It doesn't break down on people anymore. No, it's evolved substantially. So we started in a garage. We started in a shed, we moved to a two-car garage, we moved to a barn where we had a mouse problem. And now, we're working out of a very large manufacturing facility in Indianapolis, Indiana, and every step of that way, the product has gotten a little bit better. In fact, we practice what is called lean manufacturing. Some of you may be familiar with it. So every day, our product is getting a little bit better. The control, and to shore that up, the product comes with a lifetime warranty. And it's a no BS lifetime warranty. If something breaks or goes wrong with the dispenser, you get free components to fix it. So we stand behind our product because unlike a beer wholesaler or a beer distributor, they're selling you what's being wasted. If you're wasting beer with our system, you're not going to be happy with the system, and you're going to want your money back, and I'll have to give you your money back because it also comes with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. So if you're not happy with the system, I'll give you a full refund, and I've only ever had to do that once.
You showed the map with all the locations. How many of those are airport locations?
Great question. So when I did my little zoom out, like seeing where we were growing, I saw tremendous growth with Star Concessions. Gilbert Aronson. Yeah, there they are right there. What do you guys think of Bottoms Up?
Fantastic.
There you go. So we saw tremendous growth in 1 year with them. What are we up to, like 7 bars with you guys now? Yeah, and we're in every bar they open, just as standard equipment now. Concessions International, I don't want to speak for them, but they alluded to the same thing. The Sam Adams bar has gone phenomenally well, so I encourage you to seek out Charles and ask him questions. In fact, I encourage anybody to get on our website, find the map, pick a dot, pick up the phone, and call the customer that is that dot and ask them if they like the system.
I think it's really compelling. I mean, obviously the rate of return is incredible and the lack of waste. What are the objections and hurdles? Why are you not in every single bar already?
This is one of my favorite questions. So why are we not in every, this is a long question, a long answer. I'm going to try to say it as fast as I can. Why are we not in every bar already? I had a daydream and turned it into a product. I don't know if you guys know this, but the first cell phone call was made in 1973. And I don't think any of you had cell phones in 1983. So it takes a while. I didn't realize when I invented the product, yes, I invented the product, but there are no machines to make the product. And if you pick up the phone and you call a cup company and ask them for cups with holes at the bottom, they will hang up on you. So not only did we have to invent the dispenser and the cups and glasses that go with it, but we had to invent the assembly lines and the machines, and the ring that goes in the bottom of our glass took 3 years to develop because it had never been done before. And then there's the other thing. The main pushback that we get is upfront cost. It's kind of a moot point in an airport because of how fast the ROI is. It's outrageous. I mean, when you're watching an airport bar, thank you, Molly. When you watch an airport bar operate and it's busted guts customers and they set down 3 beers, turn around, make a bunch of drinks, grab a check, and then turn around and grab those beers, they couldn't have done that if those beers hadn't been filled up themselves. So we see food go up all sales go up when you have a bottoms-up beer system. And then another pushback we get is custom-shaped glassware. We only have the standard shapes. We had to fish where the fish were, and we had to start there. If you have a brand that won't let you put a bottoms-up system in because we don't supply their fancy schmancy shape, I say you show them the numbers that I just showed on these slides and say, you pay me this much money and I won't put bottoms-up in. Come on, you gotta have some more. This is fun.
I think it's great from a customer service perspective. Obviously, it frees up the bartender to, be of service to the customers a little bit more. But as far as the glassware, does that mean that they have to purchase all of their glassware from you for their bar?
Yes, they do have to purchase all of our glassware from us. But our glassware, so in the glassware biz, let's say, there's a bunch of middle layers. We don't have that. So our glass is actually on par with a glass without a hole.
Any leakage, like on the bottom? I noticed that when the bartender was picking it up, it looked like there was a lot of foam and some drippage coming as there's rain.
I would be lying to you if I said we never had a leak. Sometimes it happens, a magnet could be damaged, or a server could have put silverware in the glass and dented the ring. So it does happen occasionally. It is no more messy than draft. It's actually quite a bit less messy than faucet-based draft beer system because there's really no foam and no spillover.
I bet customers are happy because it seems like they get more beer per pint.
They get a lot more beer per pint. If you watch if you watch them again, the first person got handed a glass that had a third of the glass was foam, and then the bottoms up. Oh, here's another fun thing. So keg yield, right? I can't stand up here and say bottoms up provides over 100% keg yield because you'd be like, how do you do that? But I'm going to stand up here and say bottoms up can provide over 100% keg yield because that little tiny, a 16-ounce glass doesn't hold 16 ounces. It holds just under 16 ounces, and the thing fills up so perfectly that over the course of a whole keg, you end up with 100 extra ounces because the glasses can't be filled to the top. So your keg yield is phenomenal.
What about servicing? Is there an issue with being able to find servicing to clean the lines? Is there anything particular about your equipment that makes it difficult for a standard keg company to?
The systems are actually easier to clean than faucet-based systems for a line cleaner. We have had hurdles in which line cleaners have been intimidated by the equipment. We've overcome that with we have a bunch of tech support videos. Our tech support line, you can call it 24/7 and somebody will answer and get right back to you. But there's nothing we haven't been able to overcome, and draft beer techs are scared of lights. So once you get them over that fear of the lights, they really come around. So
the map of all the dots is truly impressive. Share with us the growth that the company has undergone. And then my question is, what are the barriers of entry for competition? Could this possibility be duplicated, or how do you keep a hold of it?
I'm not sure. Can you rephrase the first half of that question?
How have your sales grown over a period of time that you invented the product?
Well, that kind of got rattled by the pandemic. So the pandemic, you guys were there with us, right? All of our customers were shut down, and we are just now seeing a rebound to pre-pandemic sales. So it's been the stutter stop, but I think it's getting better. What do you guys think? Is it getting better? It's getting better. Okay.
What are the
I know I didn't answer your question,
Yes.
but say this. What's the second part of it again? Sorry.
No, the second part of the question was, is there an opportunity that this can be
competition.
duplicated in competition?
So we have loads and loads of IP protecting our product. That doesn't mean people haven't tried to knock it off. That has happened. There are other competitors. There's a company called Reverse Tap. I strongly encourage you to do your diligence before you buy it. That's all I have to say. Yeah.
Does it work with all types of beer, draft beer, such as like nitro, or are there certain limitations?
No, it works with all types of draft beer. It is actually certified by Guinness to serve Guinness in a high-speed environment.
Do you find that the beer companies think that it's a great pivoting point so that their beer is served consistently?
No, actually, no. We actually have gotten pushback from beer companies because they are afraid. They're afraid they won't sell as much beer, which is weird, but I get it, right? What actually ends up happening is beer sales go up right around 30%, and you actually end up having to buy about 10% more beer. I know that didn't all math out, but it's close to the right promise.
I think we have time for one more question.
Heck yeah, I got a good one.
Anything else?
What's your favorite beer to drink?
What is my favorite beer to drink? My favorite beer to drink is Busch Light.
No kidding. Didn't see that coming.
Didn't see that coming, did you? So the backstory to that is, when I started Bottoms Up, we had to do research and development. And you cannot use any other liquid than beer to test a valve that dispenses beer because beer foams, right? We couldn't use water to test it. So we got the closest thing we could to water in both price and consistency. And that was Busch Light. And I fell in love with it. You know, like a prisoner of war camp falls in love with a soup? You know, it's the same thing, okay? Leave me alone. Okay.
All right, Wayne, thank you very much.
Is that it? All right, thank you guys.
Josh, can you install one of those in my kitchen?
Yes.